A Moore County man wanted for killing a man in Ellerbe last month was recently arrested in Forsyth County. According to the Richmond County Sheriff's Office, 31-year-old Patrice Hosea Taylor Jr. of Aberdeen was found on Tuesday, April 18th in Winston-Salem by the U.S. Marshals Service. Investigators with the Sheriff's Office had charged Taylor in the death of 21-year-old Nicholas Jarrell Cromer of Rockingham. Taylor is charged with an open count of murder and possession of a firearm by a felon and is being held without bond in the Richmond County Jail. He is scheduled to appear in court on May 4th. A man accused of shooting at his ex-girlfriend reportedly turned himself in last week. According to the Sheriff's Office, 48-year-old Philip Andrew Isaac of Hoffman fired several shots into a vehicle on James Kelly Drive on March 31st. Inside the vehicle, according to investigators, were Isaac's ex-girlfriend and an unnamed male. Investigators took out arrest warrants following the shooting, charging Isaac with discharging a firearm into an occupied vehicle, injury to personal property, and 2 counts of communicating threats. Isaac reportedly turned himself into the magistrate's office on April 10th, and he was booked into Richmond County Jail initially without bond because the charges were domestic in nature. However, it appears he has since been released on bail. Online court records show Isaac is scheduled to appear in court on June 15th. Drivers had a slight detour early Tuesday evening after a wreck left traffic lights hanging low. A vehicle hit the guy wire holding up the traffic lights on one side of the intersection of US 74 Business, Hamlet Avenue, and Raleigh Street, according to Fire Chief Trey Goodwin. That caused the traffic lights on the side nearest Bobby's Furniture to drop and hang too close to passing traffic, Goodwin added, resulting in traffic being rerouted from City Lake down Hamlet Avenue. No injuries were reported. According to the Hamlet Police Department, the driver was not experienced driving a vehicle with a manual transmission and was cited for failure to maintain lane control. A physical game between the Lady Raiders soccer team and Pinecrest ended in a close loss for Richmond on Tuesday. Returning to play for the first time since before spring break, the Lady Raiders came up short 2-0. The conference-leading Lady Patriots scored the PK in the 9th minute, followed by their final goal of the match in the 12th minute. Richmond continues conference play on Friday with a road match against Hope County, which is last in the standings. The 4th-place Lady Raiders will begin play at 7 p.m. Senior night was a success for the Richmond Raider baseball team, which got back in the win column on Tuesday. Snapping a 2-game skid, the Raiders defeated non-conference Freedom Christian Academy 10-1. Ahead of the game, head coach Rob Ransom and public address announcer Daniel Diggs recognized this year's 3 senior players, Ethan Clayton, Ethan Locklear, and Ashton Pfeiffer, all of whom contributed in the victory. For his second straight outing, Locklear dominated opposing batters. He earned his 2nd win of the season with a complete game and limited the Patriots to 1 unearned run and 7 hits. Filling up the zone, Locklear struck out 6 batters, including the final out of the game. Clayton and Pfeiffer did their part at the plate as the 2 left-handed batters combined for 5 runs batted in. Continuing a string of 3 non-conference games this week, the Raiders will hit the road for a game at West Stanley on Thursday. The Colts and Raiders will begin play at 6:30 p.m. When we return, we've got your Live at 5 weather report. It's coming up after the break, so stay tuned.
Hometown heroes? Well, maybe. When it comes to backyard comfort and no pesky mosquitoes, call Brown Termite and Pest Control at 910-895-6410 or 910-276-8870. Their team of superheroes can take back control of your paradise. That's 910-895-6410 today.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
And welcome to your Live 5 Weather Report. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. It's been a nice one so far. Hot is definitely the word to describe it. Although this morning started off a little cool with some low 50s. It warmed up pretty quickly throughout the afternoon, heading into the high 80s. Pretty close to the 90s, I would say, as I came from work earlier. 3 o'clock-ish, it was showing about 86 on the dashboard of my car. And yeah, it felt like it was a lot higher than that, especially when you were going around without any AC on and you stop somewhere. Heat just kind of blistering in on you, so I definitely had to turn the AC on at one point while I was driving. I do prefer to keep my windows rolled down when it's a nice warm day like this, but sometimes you just gotta get the AC on to get that cool blast. Looking at tonight though, we're going to continue to see warm temperatures for the evening. 6 o'clock next hour, 84 degrees. 9 o'clock we'll be seeing 72, and 11 p.m. will be 67. We have a 7:54 sunset, and there'll be a new moon phase out tonight on this clear evening. Looking at the forecast for tomorrow, we got lots of sunny skies along the way again. Most of the temperatures seeing about the same as we saw today. Cumberland County a high of 87, low of 58. Hope County a high of 87 and a low of 58 as well. Looking over at Robeson County as well as Scotland, they'll be seeing a high of 86 and a low of 57. Same for Moore County. Richmond County here, we'll be expecting to see a high of 87 and a low of 55. Across the PD in Anson County, a high of 86 and a low of 56. And down in Marlborough County, a high of 87 and a low of 56. So more of a repeat of what we have seen today. And looking at the 7-day forecast, Thursday, sunny skies once again, high of 87, low of 55. We'll continue to see that rolling on through into Friday, high of 84, low of 56. As we get into the weekend, rainy days are ahead for half of the weekend at least. Saturday, high of 78, low of 58, with a 60% chance of rain. Sunday is expecting to see a high of 76 and a low of 49 with sunny skies. And then on Monday, partly cloudy weather with a high of 69 and a low of 49. As we get into Tuesday, cloudy skies, a high of 86 and a low of 47, and then a slight chance of rain on Wednesday with a high of 67 and a low of 49. And that's going to do it for your Live 5 weather report and for tonight's edition of Live at 5. For the latest news, sports, and events happening in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com or download the free RO app for your mobile devices. For the Live 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Richmond County.